Blue sky. Hoodie is going to get taken off. You're going on holiday, Rasher. How are you? Animals, you enjoying the farm? Sad note. Some of you, if you've been watching the videos for a while, will remember back in January. How Rasher manages to walk along that little curbstone. Look at them little legs go. Yeah, here's a narrow one. Watch. Whoop. Right, so as usual, give me Rasher a first little walk. And as I'm recording this, today is Monday. It's the Monday before the spring bank holiday. So this time next week will be the bank holiday. And Sandra's up, I think Saturday, so it's going to be an interesting week, this one. There's a lot going on at the bungalow and also here at the nurseries with us being busy, so I'm heading into 2 days off. So this afternoon I should be able to get over to the bungalow if everything goes to plan. My electrician is in this morning to start the interior work. This is like the messy work, for want of a better word. Then if things go to plan, that should be completed and finished by Friday. It's going to be very difficult because obviously I'm not there. So obviously Lee's at the bungalow, but to coordinate things anyway, he should be finished by Friday. Then I've got to try and get a plasterer done and get the plastering done by Friday for the channeling that's going to happen, all being well. Then Friday is going to be absolute chaos day here at the nurseries, Mad Friday. Rasher. Guess what? Every time a video, isn't it, in the morning? I'll be back. Boing. Yeah, Mad Friday, and that's going to be probably one of the. Well, we can't get any more busy. We can't get any more busier because we're full. So it's all the grass tent pitches, the little pitches, the grass pitches, the island pitches, the outside pitches, the cottage, the pod. Everything is going to be full, and there'll be seasonal people up for the weekend. So that's going to be a busy one. But as I say, also Sandra's up that weekend. So I'm hoping the main busy day will be the Friday, but I'm hoping on the Saturday to be able to see Sandra and possibly Lucy if she comes up with Caden and spend a little bit of time with them. Or will there be a drama and something will ruin that? We'll wait and see. But yesterday's vlog, I ended up going for a walk with Rasher. We went to Anderby Creek, so I had Rasher off the lead, so she had a good run on the beach, and then we had to sit down and things like that. And then a couple of weeks back I did a video called The Wild West about how bad the driving is around here. Do you want to go back, Rasher? Oh dear, have you had enough? Oh, okay, go on then, we'll go back if you want to. She doesn't like going on long walks anymore. Called The Wild West. That actually upset a couple of people, especially when I was putting links from Lincolnshire Police to some of the incidents and, more importantly, the fatalities that have been happening here, local to where I am. Recently, including very recent, they're still ongoing. But I was coming back, and if you know Anderby, you come to the junction of the A52 where the flow gas is. Come out onto that junction. It's a sweeping bed. It's a blind bend. So make sure nobody's about and all the rest of it. Got on there fine, and then concentrating on the road ahead of me. Wasn't paying any attention at that point in time to what's behind me. And suddenly, a grey big orange Porsche, thought it was at Brands Hatch, flies past me. So I'm doing almost 50 miles an hour at this stage, so he must have been doing goodness knows what. What he probably hadn't realised is I've got a dash cam and the car purify system. See, these products that I recommend, this is on the car purify. It's got a dash cam and I've got a reversing camera, which also adds as a rear dash camera. So caught him on camera. It took a while to find the clips because I hadn't downloaded the Car Pure Ride dashcam app on my phone and all. Anyway, I managed to get the clips off the phone, which I'm going to insert in a moment, and they've now been sent off to Lincolnshire Police because the rear dash camera, although it's pointing down, so it wasn't perfect, captured his number plate beautifully, absolutely beautifully. So I hope the guy gets a knock on the door because, as I say, the video clips have now been submitted to the police. Have a watch of this and tell me what you think. Idiot or not an idiot? Talking about racing, maybe we need to have one of them on the road. So it's very hard to believe. I'm not too sure when it was. I think it was early June in 2022, was it? When it was my first year here, when we had Dan and Mazzy from the Travel Trolls came for the first time. And you'll need to go back on this one. But they had a race on the mowers. Don't worry, they couldn't exceed the speed limit. Right, I'm going to top them up with petrol. I'm not really doing much on the site as such today. As I say, I'm waiting for some jute rope for a pitch, but I will nip down to the tent pitches at the bottom later after the facilities are done, quickly with the Husqvarna just to scoop up those bits of grass cuttings. My phone's doing a lot of bleeping. Right, I'm going to have a sandwich. So thank you ever so much for that, Tracy. It's okay, yeah. And tomorrow, Dave and Tracy are looking after the campsite for me, and it's dead easy what they've got to do. But so far, every time I've had a day off, there's been a drama. There's been something has gone every single time, hasn't it, Dave? Yep. Did you hear that grunt then? So we might start calling Tuesday the drama day. What on earth could go wrong? Not several days away, but we're quite a few days away from the weekend. But because we are full, I'm able to get the check-in and check-out sheets all ready for the weekend, and I've just been going through everything with Dave on allocation, because this is going to be his busiest weekend, watching what happens. So it's a bit like a military operation. So we've got the Friday and Saturday, so that's the bedding all there. I'm 5 days ahead of myself, but better to be that way. Right, I've got the pod to change over. So the pod's booked out bank holiday as well. Yeah, everything's booked out. Are you away, or have you? By the time you watch this, it'll be past the bank holiday, wasn't it? Did you get away on the bank holiday weekend? How was the weather? So I've also been going through with Dave a plan B, that if we do end up with a thunderstorm, and we end up with waterlogged pitches, what we could be up to. Right, Neil, enough waffling. Let's get stripping. Pod made up. Sun's out. Blue sky. Hoodie is going to get taken off. I'm just running a little bit behind schedule at the moment. One thing another. But time to do the facilities. Right, just emptied my loo. Give it a rinse. Hello, Rasha! Baby, how are you today? Hey, how are you? We're going to the bungalow for a couple of days. You're going on holiday, Rasha. How are you? There you go. You enjoying that? You've been a good girl. Right. I need to go and see Dan's animals. Oh, right, okay. So, somebody's been having a party. So I had all my animals round the... oh dear. Right. Well, everything's been eaten. Time to give the water a flush out and replenish the food. Animals, you enjoying the farm? Right, that's there. So, looked after again, and I've done another trail cam video coming up later after this one in about an hour's time. By the time you've seen this, it may already be up, and I've called it Dan's Ducks. So, some trail cam footage of what's going on this pitch throughout the night as the ducks come to visit. A lot of birdsong going on. Meanwhile, onto the campsite warden duties I go. Right, not a lot to do on this today. Only a quick fly over, pick some grass cuttings up down the bottom, and also pitch 11. We had somebody leave, and I think they had a bit of an awning on a bit of grass, so just quickly go and do that. And fortunately, because I'm down that end of the site, I can keep an eye up here for check-ins. Okay, Husqvarna, show me some campsite warden look. I'm just down in the top corner of the campsite. Pitch number 7, pitch number 8, pitch number 9. The reason why I'm just cutting this is I've got some people coming on here today for a week. Is it a week? Something like that, till Saturday. Just 6 days. And people use this pitch if they've got dogs. They sometimes use the back. They sometimes use a bit of back fencing here to put windbreaks around for the dogs. And I have a hunch, the people I think it is, I'm not really good on names as everybody knows. I think these are regulars. I've got 2 or 3 border collies, and they always ask for this pitch. They make a bit of enclosure for the dogs. So because they're here for a while, that's why I'm cutting this. I've just done the little tent pitches down there. I've done pitch number 6 next to it, and then pitch number 5, if you've ever stayed with us, is sort of the way you get onto the dog walk. But this weekend I've got pitch number 5 is allocated, so I'm just sort of scooping it up, grass cuttings basically. Anyway, that's that bit, pretty well done. Empty the grass box. I'm going to end this video here on a incredibly sad note. Some of you, if you've been watching the videos for a while, will remember back in January I had a friend called Joan Lindsell, who was 100 years old, an amazing lady, incredibly independent, a very full life, former head teacher, wrote some books that are available on the Kindle. If you go onto Amazon and search for Joan Lindsell, I was fortunate to get to know her over many years. She only had, as far as I recall, 1 member of family left. She had a niece who was in her 70s, and there was a Polish connection. It was all, there's a long story, and as I say, she was 100, and we put an appeal to get 100 birthday cards for her, which we smashed. And some of you out there wrote birthday cards for Joan. Joan's passed peacefully in her home. Rest in peace, Joan. She was adamant, absolutely adamant, she would never go into a care home, and she would die at home. She wouldn't die anywhere else, and that's what Joan wanted. And apparently the passing was, yeah, it was nice and smooth and everything. So I'm going to end here. I'll put a picture of Joan with sorry, I've got a little dog come to see me, of Joan with a card that she got from the King when she was on 100th this year. Rest in peace, Joan.